OJC, vinyl community, vinyl lovers, Kieran back. Filming my third video in a row here. I just posted, well, I will be posting, I just filmed my San Diego, Arizona videos. What I have here to share is a backlog of records that I've picked up from, I would say it was, so 3.5 months, January, February, March, half of April. More records than I thought I was gonna pick up this year for sure. Just looking through what I have because I have been away. So yeah, there's some of these I might have shown already. There are some from shows that I think I've already shown. Either way, probably not complete. I don't have a lot of time, but since I was set up to film here, I wanted to just share. I'm not gonna go into detail of music. Some of these I listened to months ago, and some I got right before leaving and have, oh no, I think I've listened to them for everything here. Yeah. Except maybe one or two. Anyway, I'm just gonna rip through them. Not gonna spend too much time on the music, the lineups, just gonna share what I got, more of just a fun, because this is way too much backlog. This is one of the last ones I picked up before leaving, cheap one. One of the rare, they're a cheap blue note. Horace Silver Quintet, You Gotta Take a Little Love, a original Liberty pressing. Nice to find that locally. So these are all local finds, almost all local finds. How can I do this? Too many records here. Find a good setup. Soul music, don't find much of that in Montreal. Dance to the Music, Sly and the Family Stone. I think this is probably their second record, not sure. But my mom had a tape, I don't know what it was called, it was some compilation, and Dance to the Music was on it. It was like a, you know, I loved that song as a kid. I remember that was on it, and Magic Carpet Ride. Anyway, this I had never seen in person, and then on my trip I saw it a couple times, but I had already picked it up. You just don't see that stuff here. Same with this, the Brothers Isley in Shrink. Great record. Like I said, I'm gonna just go through these because the stack is quite big. This is a OJC. Nice to have a copy of this. Looking Ahead, Ken McIntyre, Eric Dolphy on New Jazz. Nice, really clean OJC pressing. Picked up 2 Eric Kloss records. Oh, I can share them. These were from the shows. I might have already shared this, but anyway, I got this one I think I showed already. And then this was actually in the same crates, and then I went to another show. I don't remember if I spoke about that or shared, but Eric Kloss 1, 2, Free with Pat Martino on here. These are both, yeah, this one's on Cobblestone, this one's on Muse, and then I have a stack here. Let me just see if I can gather them together. A friend of mine, fellow VC member, doesn't make YouTube videos, but he's on Instagram less so recently because he's feeling what I'm feeling, and I'm sure most of you are. Instagram is a pain now. There's so many, since it switched with the reels, between ads, reels, of like suggested content of people it used to just be people we follow and ads, and now with all the content from people we don't follow, suggested follows and ads, it's so watered down. There's sometimes some stuff I see that I like in there, but it's just overall a pain. Okay, so he posted a record for sale on Instagram, here we go, and it was a big want of mine. This is probably my biggest find this year, even though I didn't find it in a store. And then he had posted a few like kind of higher end stuff, and then he's like, oh, I have some other stuff if you want that I'm selling. So I ended up grabbing a few things, and he mailed it to me. So the one that I really wanted was this, and I just recently picked up a reissue. So Calvin Keys, Proceed with Caution, promo copy. Y'all know the deal. Very happy to have that. So now I think I'm down to missing 2 black jazz. I'm not sure. I think the Roland Haynes and the other Calvin Keys would complete the set for me of 20. A Lonnie Liston Smith record I didn't have. Renaissance, not his best, but still very enjoyable. This is a Van Gelder stamp, Black B, blue label of Donald Byrd, Fuego. Did not know this record. It is excellent, highly recommended. Killer liner. This is all from this friend of mine who lives in Toronto. Neil Creek, Contrast. Had always wanted this record, had never found it, so I was happy. And then of course in San Diego, it was there again. I did not buy it, but there was a copy at the record room. Although that copy probably didn't have this little notch here, but not so bad. The rest of the cover is really nice. This is on cobblestone, really nice record. Not like mind-blowing, but worth checking out. Roy Ayers, Virgo Vibes, recently reissued for Record Store Day. This is original stereo pressing. What is it? They do the ringer on here. Charles Tolliver's on here. Is it? Yeah, the ringer. Really good. First track. He hooked me up with a copy of this. He threw this in because the cover's in rough shape, but this is a 2 records, 2 different artists. So Canadian jazz, Sonny Greenwich, and Don Thompson. I had always wanted this on Sackville. Really nice if you see this. Another CTI record. I've been picking these up when I see them in nice shape. I know it's, I was always really against it. It's still not my favorite, but there are some nice moments on them. And there's a really nice aesthetic. I just have them all together, a little CTI section, but this is Hubert Law's In the Beginning. There's some that are really good, and then there's others not so much. This I might have shown, this was from way back. Dr. Alimentado, Best Dressed Chicken in Town. Okay, this is amazing, amazing, amazing. If you can find this, get it. It's not easy to find. This is Kenny Barron Trio, Landscape on Lime Tree. This is the European pressing. I think the original, well, they came out the same year. There's a European, and there's a Japanese one. This is sublime trio music. The 2 tracks with Japanese titles will blow you away if you take the time to soak them in. They are on YouTube. Check this out. Kenny, I did post this on Instagram. Wow. Had some friends over with listening to this, and excellent. I think I might have showed this, but Pat Britt, Star Song on Catalyst. There was another one I picked up on Catalyst. That Flip Nunez. I wasn't digging that so much. Jezebel. Really enjoyed this. It's like a reggae record, but very, very soulful. Really summer. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this when I got this. I might have shown this already. Justin Hines and the Dominoes. John Handy. There's another copy of that there. This is a upgrade copy. So now I'm using the cover of this one to protect my records from the sun. This is really cheap record, and it's really good, honestly. Michael White's on here. This is live at Monterey, but it's so good. Get this. Rance Allen, Say My Friend. Rance Allen Group, some Mizell Brothers production on here. I don't think throughout the whole thing, but there are some tracks on here that are killer, some that are, good, are okay, but a couple really nice jams on there. This is a cheap Cal Tjader record. It's more of an EP, and it's one of those direct disc, super cut direct to disc, but really, really good. And this is called Huracan, and it has a dope cover too. So, and it's not expensive. Not that any Cal Tjader really 70s stuff is, but. Another one on Cadence Records that I almost bought when I scooped directly from the label many years ago, when they were selling everything for $9. And I saw this locally. It's probably been in that same bin for 10 plus years, probably since I started digging, but I don't know that for sure. But this is Jared Montrose and Hugh Brody, Bebop Lucen Live. Recommended. Really nice session. If you see it for, it'll be 10-15 bucks. Grab it. Devotion, Joe Bonner, solo piano. It's solo piano, so you can, but there's some beautiful stuff on here. Love that cover too on Steeplechase. Love Steeplechase records. This was another big one. It's not an original, it's like a third press, a late 70s press. This is a mix of like wow, amazing and very straight ahead, but it sounds amazing, amazingly recorded, and this is dope. So this is Blow Up, the Izao Suzuki, I'm not sure how you say his Izao, Suzuki Trio and Quartet. Yeah, Trio / Quartet on 3 blind mice. Don't have much on that label, but everything I do sounds amazing. This was a nice pickup. Local shop messaged me saying they thought I'd be interested in this. Yes, I was interested in this. This is Money Jungle, you're all familiar with. This was a Tone Poet release, one of the early ones. I have an OG American pressing of this, but it plays well, but it definitely has a lot of marks on it. But considering it plays really, really well, it's an enjoyable listen. The cover is not in the best shape. It was $5. This was not expensive, and it's a really nice French mono pressing. So happy to have that. If you watched my last video, I was talking about that Joe Cuba record, the Joe Cuba Sextet, how I was, all those like cheap reissues I bought 10 plus years ago that I always looking to replace them with originals. And this is one of those as well. Eddie Palmieri, the son of Latin music. Where did I even pick this up? I picked this up locally, and now I'm blanking on where I got it. Terrible. Burning Spear, Dry and Heavy. Really enjoyed this. Got that not long before going on my trip. I don't know why this is here. Definitely not a recent pickup, I don't think. One of them more recent than the other, but I got a second copy of Jack Johnson. I think I had the Canadian pressing, and I got this American pressing. I think that was last year. I think I was gonna play both of them and see. And then a Soul Note record, Hand to Hand, George Adams, Danny Richmond. He has so many records, but yeah, there was something on here that really drew my attention. I don't remember what track it was. So that's it. 13 minutes, not so bad. Pretty much does it. I have a lot of records to, there's a couple there that I haven't shown. I have a lot of records to clean with all those records that I brought back. All of these have already been cleaned and sleeved and everything. So ready to get on the turntable and then get filed away. That'll probably be the last video for me for a little bit until I don't plan on buying, I always say this, but I definitely don't plan on buying too many more records because I've definitely already amassed a big stack for this year. As you just saw with what I've grabbed in the first few months and then what I've got for my trip. So I'll be spending time with those. It's also summer, so more time outside. Yeah, wishing everyone all the best for the next little bit, and I'll be back later. Peace.